Things are heating up at Ibrox, and the pressure cooker around Russell Martin has finally reached a boiling point. After weeks of growing discontent, speculation, and outright frustration from the Rangers' support, the club has made a definitive move regarding Martin's future. And while many fans were hoping for a change in the dugout after a disastrous run of results, the decision from the board might not be exactly what they wanted to hear. Let's rewind a bit. Rangers' defeat to Hearts last weekend was nothing short of embarrassing. It wasn't just the result, a 2-0 loss at home, but the manner in which it unfolded. It left fans stunned, angry, and demanding answers. The atmosphere inside Ibrox that day turned toxic. From the moment Lawrence Shankland opened the scoring for the visitors, there was a sense that things were spiraling out of control. And by the final whistle, the chants from the stands were deafening. "Sacked in the morning" echoed through the stadium, and it wasn't just coming from the away end. Home fans joined in. The anger wasn't just directed at Martin. It spilled over to the board as well, with many questioning how much longer this could go on. But despite the uproar, the Rangers board is standing by their man. According to reports, Russell Martin will remain in charge for the upcoming Premier Sports Cup quarterfinal against Hibernian. There are no emergency meetings scheduled, no crisis talks behind closed doors. Chairman Andrew Kavanagh is even set to make a pre-planned visit to Ibrox for that crucial fixture. So, for now at least, the message is clear: Martin stays. It's a massive gamble. Rangers are already 9 points adrift in the Premiership. This is their worst start to a league campaign in nearly 50 years. And while Martin continues to defend himself in press conferences, pointing fingers at refereeing decisions and the pressure cooker environment at Ibrox, the results just aren't there. He insists the players are good enough. He says they perform in training, but freeze when they step onto the pitch under the weight of expectation. That might be true to some extent. Rangers is a tough place to play, no doubt. But excuses only carry you so far when the team looks lost, lacking identity, and unable to perform when it matters most. Now, if that wasn't enough, there's more drama brewing behind the scenes, and it's centered around midfielder Nicholas Raskin. Despite being fully fit and fresh off scoring for Belgium during the international break, Raskin was nowhere to be seen in the squad against Hearts, not even on the bench. And that's where the criticism has really started to hit home for Martin. Club legend Ally McCoist has spoken out, slamming the manager's handling of the situation. According to him, it's obvious there's been a breakdown in the relationship between Martin and Raskin. And McCoist didn't hold back, saying if there's a personal issue, fans deserve to know, because leaving Raskin out of the team is hurting Rangers on the pitch. He's got a point. When your midfield is being overrun and you've got a player of Raskin's quality sitting at home, questions need to be asked. This isn't a luxury Rangers can afford right now. Every game is crucial. Every point is vital. And internal conflicts are the last thing the club needs during a time like this. Fans can sense when something isn't right, and this whole situation just adds another layer to the frustration that's been building week after week. All eyes are now firmly on that Hibs game. Not just because it's a cup quarterfinal, but because it could very well be a defining moment in Martin's reign. Win convincingly, and maybe he buys himself some breathing room. Lose, or even draw with a poor performance, and the backlash will be brutal. The supporters have made it crystal clear: they want change, they want results, and they want to feel proud of their club again. The irony is, Martin still speaks like a man who believes in the project. He talks about the players needing time, about building something with patience. But patience is a luxury not often granted in Glasgow, especially at a club with the size and expectations of Rangers. When the team is miles off the pace, when fans are questioning effort and leadership, and when the dressing room appears fractured, there's only so long you can hide behind long-term visions. There's no denying that the manager inherited a squad in need of rebuilding. But that rebuild was supposed to be well underway by now. Instead, what we've seen is inconsistency, confusion on the pitch, and far too many points dropped against opposition Rangers should be beating. Add to that the noise around Raskin, the lack of clarity from the manager, and the visible disconnect with the support, and it's clear this isn't just a blip. It's a full-blown crisis. And while the board's backing might keep Martin in the job for now, they're also on thin ice. The fans have turned up in numbers, home and away, throughout this tough run. They've kept supporting, kept believing. But even the most loyal support has its limits. A bad result against Hibs, and the focus could turn from the manager to the men sitting upstairs. It's a dangerous game. Supporters aren't just unhappy, they're disillusioned. And when that happens, it takes more than just words in a press conference to win them back. It takes performances. It takes leadership. It takes results. Right now, Martin isn't delivering any of those things. So here we are. The club is standing by Russell Martin. For now. But the storm clouds are far from gone. The Premier Sports Cup quarterfinal looms large, and it could decide not only Martin's future, but the tone for the rest of Rangers' season. The pressure is on. And make no mistake, it's not just about one game. It's about the direction this club is heading. And the next 90 minutes could define everything. While all the focus is currently on Russell Martin's future and the boiling frustration among the Rangers' support, another storyline quietly resurfaced this week. One that paints a picture of what could have been for the club. And it involves a young player who is now worth a fortune and lighting up the Bundesliga. The name? Julian Dumont. If that doesn't ring a bell for some fans, it will soon. The 18-year-old winger is now being hailed as one of Europe's most exciting prospects after securing a blockbuster move to RB Leipzig, who shelled out an eye-watering £20 million to secure his services this past summer. But just 2 years ago, this same player was trialing at Rangers, walking the halls of Howie, pulling on the light blue for the B team in a friendly against Monaco, and dreaming of making it in Scottish football. And somehow, that deal slipped through the cracks. Mond recently opened up about that experience, and what he had to say might sting a bit for Rangers fans. According to the youngster, he was keen on signing for the club, he liked the environment, saw a path forward, and believed it was the right step for his career. But things fell apart due to demands from his former agent, who reportedly asked for too much money. Rangers walked away, and Mond returned to the United States before eventually landing in Spain with Leganés, where his career took off. Fast forward to now, and he's already brushing shoulders with the likes of Jurgen Klopp, who serves as Leipzig's head of football. From trials at Ibrox to one of the Bundesliga's most ambitious clubs, it's been a rapid rise. Hearing a story like that hits hard. It's the kind of missed opportunity that haunts a club when times are tough. And for a Rangers side crying out for attacking flair, pace, and creativity in the final third, the thought that they had one of Europe's most promising young wingers on their doorstep and let him go only adds to the narrative of missteps and underachievement. What's even more painful is the context around the first-team squad at the moment. Fans have been crying out for energy, dynamism, and fresh ideas. Players brought in over the summer have largely failed to live up to expectations. The system looks stale. And while it's impossible to say whether Mond would have made the leap straight into the first team, having a talent like that within the club system could have been a game-changer. Especially now, as supporters grow weary of watching the same patterns repeat week after week. This isn't just about one player slipping through the net, though. It's about the bigger picture, recruitment, scouting, development. There's a growing sense that Rangers have struggled to get these key departments aligned in recent years. Too many gambles in the market haven't paid off, too many short-term fixes, and perhaps not enough forward-thinking strategy when it comes to nurturing talent who can grow with the club and add real value on and off the pitch. In fairness, stories like Mond's aren't uncommon. Young players come and go on trial all the time. Not every one of them can be signed. Not every one of them becomes a superstar. But when you're looking at the current state of Rangers, where results are poor, fan morale is low, and questions are being asked about the club's direction, these missed chances take on a different weight. They become symbols of the kind of mistakes that separate good clubs from great ones. And to hear Mond speak with such gratitude for the experience, despite not signing, shows the stature Rangers still hold internationally. Even now, with all the internal turmoil, the club's name still means something. Young players across the globe still dream of playing at Ibrox. But that kind of allure only lasts if it's backed up by success on the pitch, by structure behind the scenes, and by clear direction from those running the show. Mond's rise is a sharp contrast to the current mood in Glasgow. While he's thriving in Germany, Rangers are stuck in a rut, chasing consistency and answers. The timing of this revelation only adds to the pressure already surrounding the club. It shines a light on how thin the margins are in modern football. One small decision, one negotiation breakdown, and you could be watching a future star walk out the door. So while Russell Martin battles to save his job and the team prepare for what could be a pivotal tie against Hibs, stories like this one don't just disappear into the background. They linger. They feed into the frustration. And they remind supporters that for Rangers to move forward, they need to do more than just survive the next game. They need to build something lasting. They need to get recruitment right, nurture talent properly, and ensure that next time a player like Yumel Yindumond walks through the doors at Auchenhowie, he doesn't walk back out without a contract. There's a long road ahead. The next few matches will say a lot about where the team is heading in the short term. But the big picture remains just as important. If Rangers are to reclaim their place at the top, not just in Scotland, but in Europe, they'll need to learn from every misstep, every missed chance, and every moment like this. The club's next chapter has to be built on more than just hope and tradition. It has to be built with vision, clarity, and no more what-ifs. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Rumors are swirling through Ibrox this morning that Rangers have secured the signature of Israeli striker Dor Turgeman, sending the fan base into a frenzy. Sources close to the club suggest that the deal, while not officially confirmed, is all but done, and supporters are already dreaming of what the young forward could bring to the Gers attacking line. Turgeman, known for his blistering pace and eye for goal, has been on the radar of several European sides over the past season, but it appears Steven Gerrard's successors have moved swiftly to snap up the talent. The whispers around the corridors of Ibrox suggest that the Israeli marksman could be the missing piece in a squad desperate for more firepower up front. Fans on social media have already started speculating about how Turgeman will fit into Rangers' setup. Will he slot in alongside Alfredo Morelos? Or could he be the focal point of a revamped strike force? Club insiders hint that the player is eager to prove himself in the Premiership and sees Rangers as the perfect stage to showcase his skills in Europe and domestically. The timing of this move is also intriguing, with the transfer window buzzing and rivals Celtic surely watching every development closely. If true, Turgeman's arrival would not only strengthen Rangers, but also send a strong message across the Scottish Premiership. The Gers are serious about bolstering their squad with top-quality talent. While nothing is officially on the club's website yet, the Ibrox faithful are already imagining the Israeli ace donning the blue shirt, chasing down defenders, and lighting up the pitch with his clinical finishing. The excitement is palpable, and speculation is rife. Just how much will Turgeman shake up the league? One thing is certain. If this deal goes through, the rumors will no doubt turn into full-blown celebrations across Glasgow. For now, all eyes remain glued to Ibrox, waiting for the official nod. But if the chatter in the pub and online forums is anything to go by, Rangers have just pulled off a transfer that could redefine their attacking threat for the season. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.